I got a question from the Parker versus the Man video, and I've answered this before, but I'm going to answer it again. I don't mind talking about things that are already in the public domain and filling in the gaps, but as I've stated the other day, I'm just not going to talk about how the kids are now other than say they're just fine. But this was a question that's a lot easier to explain on a video than to just type it out. This is from Not a Yankee. I wish Caleb would address why the court ruled in favor of mom. 12 is the age when the child is supposed to be able to say where they want to live. The ruling doesn't make sense. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. In Texas, again, I'm not a lawyer, obviously, not legal advice, but from what I understand, in the state of Texas at the time anyways, 12 is the legal age where the child has a right to see a judge if the judge is willing to listen to the child. It doesn't mean just because the child says, I want to go see the judge right now, it's going to happen. But in my case, Parker did get on the stand that day. What it boils down to, why the judge ruled that way, is I said something probably stupid, but I didn't realize that my words would be used against me. We've all seen the Miranda rights videos where the cops are arresting people and they read you your Miranda rights where you have the right to remain silent. And just some advice, take it for what it's worth. I would, if you're in the middle of a contested divorce, I'd heed to that. They will use it against you. When the Parker movie went viral, I'd never had a viral video before. I had maybe 100 subscribers. I was kind of new to the attention. I didn't know it was going to do that. But I got caught up in it, and I was reading comments. People were saying things about my son, and I didn't like it. Everyone's giving their opinions. I'm used to it now, but at the time, people were insulting Parker, insulting me, or blah, blah, blah. And I foolishly made a comment, and I think I pinned it. And that comment wound up on the desk of Attorney Brad Miller when she sued me. So it was something along the lines, again, people were saying Parker's in the wrong, Dad's in the wrong, or he should have done this, mom has rights, blah, blah, blah. And I made this comment, again, I probably shouldn't have done it, but I didn't. Well, here's the comment I made. It's roughly, F the courts, F the judge, F the mom, and F me. This is about my son, Parker. It's not about anyone else but his right to choose at age 14 where he wants to live, where he feels most comfortable. Something along those lines. I did say that. I dropped the F-bomb. I'd never been in Judge Whalen's court. I didn't know who Judge Whalen was. I thought my point was to make it very clear. Look, focus on the kid. This is his choice. That was it. Well, that comment got read to me by Attorney Brad Miller, and I gotta give it to Brad. He's good. That's what these crooked lawyers are paid to do. They get one little gotcha, and he got me. And he read that out loud, and I was on the stand when he read it, and I went, oh, great. Here we go. So, right after Attorney Brad Miller read that in front of the judge, I was like, okay, I shouldn't, it's just awkward, cussing like that in a courtroom. It's like cussing in front of your mom. Most people just don't do it. Judge Whalen turned to me while I was on the stand and said, "Are you talking to me?" And I was baffled, like no. And he got huffy and puffy, and I was one of the first one on the stand. Parker later got on the stand, my mom got on the stand, my sister got on the stand, and you could just tell it was written all over his face. He'd already made up his mind. He got his feelings hurt. He was butthurt, thinking that I told him to F off. Again, I didn't even know who he was. I didn't know he was gonna be my judge. I've been sued several times before. It was always in a different court. But for some reason, Judge Whalen, he made up his mind right then and there. He didn't give a crap that Parker got on the stand and said that he wanted to live with me. He didn't give a crap that my mom got on there and said what a good kid he is. He didn't care that my sister got on the stand. He'd already made up his mind. So what it boils down to is my mistake, I guess you want to call it that, that was saying what I said, F the court, F the judge, F the mom, F me. This was about my son Parker. That is what cost Parker his choice to live where he wanted. That is how she got exactly what she wanted. That is what led, that comment, that is what set all this in motion after the initial video went viral. So, my suggestion, because I see why people are careful what they say. Most people aren't as reckless as I am. I've always kind of spoke my mind, obviously a little too much. If I could go back, I wished I hadn't said it, because maybe if Judge Whalen hadn't gotten so pissed off and butthurt and unable to control his emotions, maybe none of this would have happened. Maybe he would have gone and lived with me and it would have worked out differently. But that was a big turning point. So whether you like it or not, these judges are powerful. Very, 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 very powerful. And what they say goes. And sometimes they get overruled eventually, but like some people have suggested that I go sue various people, judges, courts, ex-wife, stepdad, for whatever, wrongful whatever, because of all the heartache and money they've cost my entire family. But maybe I could win, but god dang, we got divorced 17 years ago, and I'm tired. So anyway, I hope that clears it up. If you've only seen the Parker movie, just go watch Parker versus the Man. You'll see what I'm talking about. So anyway, y'all have a good day.